I can just speak to G.
Yes, sir.
G.
In the flesh, in the flesh.
Can you record the song? GG.
GG. No.
You're not an artist.
Nah, I'm not an artist, bro.
Hello, Anna. Hello. Tin. I damn, already 4 people picking up on the live. Melvin, what's up? Hello. Thank you for the rose. Already people coming in. Hell yeah. Comfort, what's up, brother? How we doing, G's? I wish I could just play like a good music. That would be the best.
Yeah.
What was this thing that he showed me? Yeah, tell me, G. Tell me.
What was I going to say? Bro, nothing has happened to S&P 500 today. The previous day low or high hasn't got swept yet.
No,
So I don't know
we're
if
gonna
we-
do a little bit of analysis. We're gonna see what we see coming into the day. Yo, what's up, Comfort? How we doing, big dog? Can you guys see the chart? Is it fine? Is the chart fine?
Move it to the chart.
Is it
No coding required. Just you,
is it in frame?
idea, and lovable.
No, but move on chart on pick up like I don't know, gold or something to see if it's working. Go on gold.
I'm on gold.
A little bit to your right. No, the camera.
Like this?
Perfectly. I think it's okay now.
Can you hear the music?
I'm gonna check. Wait.
Not too well. I think it's not too loud. So
Won't you get restricted for this music?
No, it should be no copyright music.
Oh.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah.
we can't hear anything. I don't hear any music.
I hear it.
I can hear it. I hear it as well.
Try leave and then
I
come
don't.
back.
I am on Discord because on TikTok I put it on mute to.
Oh, that's probably why. I think on Discord they're removing this external like background noise. That's why. But on TikTok you can hear the music. Can you guys hear the music on TikTok? Let me know.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, nice. Guys, like up the stream, tap up. Let's get the stream spread out to some people. I'd appreciate it. Let's have a look at basically just what we were expecting coming into tomorrow. I've never played this playlist before, so let's see how it goes. Honestly, guys, Bitcoin does look to me like we want to come push up, to be honest. Bitcoin does look very, very good for longs. Obviously, if this is the point that we could basically start tanking from here, but I do want to see prices come up higher on Bitcoin. I do really feel like we want to come up to this daily fair value gap up here at 67,491 up here. So mark my words, guys, if we start coming up a little bit more tomorrow, I do really believe that Bitcoin is going to want to come up and we can take some really juicy longs. The only thing right now holding price down is this bearish daily fair value gap, right? This is the only thing right now holding price down. When we inverse this bearish daily gap, I am really expecting price to start going up like crazy, and we'll see how this candle closes tonight. If we close above here, perfect, right? Tomorrow we're definitely going to be entering some positions on BTC. Anna, thank you for the overreact. Thank you for the wink wink. Thank you for the cream cone. The cream cone. Thank you for good job as well. I appreciate it. Oh man,
Oh,
get this
no,
scam.
not this guy again.
Get this scammer out of here, man. Get this scammer out of here, man. So that's really what we're waiting for on Bitcoin, to be honest, guys. And look at this buy zone. Look at how precise this buy zone was. It's insane. I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on my buy zone levels. We literally tapped it absolutely perfectly and we just skyrocketed. It does not get any more accurate than this. It does not get any more accurate than this. And now we have broken structure on the 4 hour. We're about to inverse this daily fair value gap. And I think this thing is going to just want to keep going up. Heroes tonight, we will fight until we die.
I sent you some likes right now.
Thank you, big dog. I appreciate it. What are we thinking about gold? I'm having too much fun with the stickers. Thank you for giving me these stickers, and I have no idea what they're doing, but I appreciate it. Yes, we're gonna.
Cash, bro.
Is it cash? Are you sending me money, and are you
Yeah.
splashing cash on me right now? It's like your money spreading or what? Giving me your giving me your cents. Keep your cents for you, Anna. Go buy some chewing gum. Don't give me these stickers.
Buy a funded.
Maris with the hat as well. I don't know if you said. Yeah, you can buy a funded with that stuff. All right, let's check gold. But keep an eye out on Bitcoin, guys, because I think we're definitely going to be entering a position this tomorrow if we inverse this daily gap, and I believe that's 7,491. Now for gold, let's remove everything. Actually, do we want to remove everything? Let's just remove. Actually, we don't want to remove the sell zone. Boom. Rose tonight, we will fight until we see. We are heroes tonight. Cash money, baby. Cash money, cash money. Thank you for the follows, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for the likes. Okay, so on gold. Actually, screw it. Let's just remove everything from the chart. Okay, so this daily candle is going to close very soon, right? We're going to close probably in a couple hours, in the next hour or two. So we're going to have the previous daily low right here. Previous daily low. And then we're also going to have the previous daily high up here. So we are expecting gold tomorrow to come up or down and to touch one of these levels. If we then scale down on the weekly, where is our weekly low? Okay, our weekly low is down here, right? Do we need to mark our weekly high as well? I mean, we could. Why not? Let's mark our weekly high up here so we can have our trading ranges. And then we also have the monthly low just here below, the previous monthly low. PML, boom. So this is how your chart should look like, honestly, guys, every single day. Obviously, once these levels get taken, you don't need to have it on your chart anymore. But starting out, you want to always have these levels on your chart because these are your liquidity points, right? These are your liquidity areas where we can either look to target for our trades or we can look to take trades coming from it. Okay, so this is how your chart should look like. You should have your previous monthly low, previous monthly high, previous weekly low, previous weekly high, previous daily low, previous daily high. So this just simplifies the whole process. Now this is a little bit tricky, guys, on gold because we're going to be closing the daily candle right in the middle, right? So you know, price could either come up to the high or we can come up to the low. I'm not really leaning into you know, a specific high or low because we're right in the middle. So let's scale down to the 4 hour and let's have a look. Let's have a look at some potential basically things that could show us where price would want to go. So obviously right now we're still trading within this 4 hour bearish gap as of right now. So as long as we are still trading underneath this 4 hour bearish fair value gap, I would expect price to keep coming down and to stay down. Okay, the moment that we end up inversing this 4 hour up here, we get a 4 hour candlestick closure above, then I would expect price to come up to take the previous daily high, right? That could be something that we could be interested in for tomorrow. If we see that overnight during Asian session, we get a 4 hour candlestick closure above 4,023, then I will be interested into looking for some longs on the lower time frames, taking us up to the previous daily high. Okay, also taking out this high that we came so close to taking yesterday up here, right? Which is not an important high. Like it's not an important high. It's just a high, right? And then above here we also have, I believe, a 1 hour fair value gap as well above here. So we do have some targets to the upside, but not that many. Okay. So these are really the targets that I would look for. If we start inversing this 4 hour, I would expect prices to come up first to the previous daily high. And then if we really pump up to this 1 hour fair value gap at 4,050. These I'd say are my zones. Damn, this music is going absolutely crazy. I hope it chills out a little bit. Now to the downside, do we have anything to the downside that we haven't yet taken? Let's have a look. Boom. Do we have any fair value gaps that we haven't filled? Yeah, we do. Okay, interesting. We do. We have this 15-minute fair value gap literally underneath the previous day low. So this could be interesting, guys, right? I guess on gold, for right now, I am favoring shorts over longs because we are basically rejecting this 4 hour fair value gap a lot. And, you know, this does look to me like potentially we want to be breaking down lower, right? We are also currently trading within this 15-minute fair value gap right here, bearish one. And we tapped into it multiple times, right? Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times we rejected this area. So at some point, I would expect this puppy to, you know, start coming down. It would be a beautiful short if we can take a short down to this previous day low with this 15-minute fair value gap just underneath. That would be insane. And thank you for the whatever those are. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's also see if there is anything else that we haven't filled. Oh yeah, we have this 5-minute fair value gap as well, which we have not tapped into yet. So potentially, guys, if we take shorts tomorrow, this could be our TP, right? TP here first, and then TP at the previous daily low. So that's perfect. What else do we have? We also have these lows, which look pretty interesting to me. Look at this. 3 lows all stacked together like this, right? This is a good form of liquidity. It means that there's a lot of money resting below these lows, right? So we can definitely use these lows as TP. It's also New York lows. So previous session highs and lows can also be used as TP targets, right? So these are basically our liquidity points for gold. We have 3998, we have 3993, and then if we break through these levels, I expect price to come down to 3982, which is the previous daily low. As of right now, that's it really. That's basically it. As I said, a closure on the 4 hour above 423, that's going to open up the door for some longs. As long as we stay below here, I will be looking for some shorts down. Hopefully this doesn't happen during Asian session, because right now gold has been moving so much during Asian, more than London and more than New York, which has just been unfortunate, because, you know, we don't trade Asian session. So I guess also what we can do is, since that we are in an accumulation range, we can basically just pull the volume profile from the left hand side to the right. So this is going to basically give us our volume levels, and we can use these as support and resistance zones. So we can see right now we are trading on the value area high and the POC, and we are rejecting this area a lot. And so how do we trade this volume? Basically, if price holds below these areas, the next point where price will be sucked down to is the value area low, which the value area low is literally down here lining up with the PD low. So that's basically a good thing. As long as we stay below the POC and below the value area high, I'm expecting lower prices. Okay, the moment we start pushing up, we get some buyers stepping in, we come up, inverse the 4 hour, push up above this, then I'm open to higher prices. That's basically on gold what I'm looking for. Squidward, thank you for the follow. AM, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, guys. Anna's dancing as well. I'm testing out this new music, guys. I'm tired of the elevator music. Apparently this is some non-copyright stuff, so we're just testing it out. This is quite questionable so far. It's a little bit upbeat, but hopefully we do chill out for a second. And so yeah, I hope that makes sense, guys. I hope that basically makes you guys ready for what we're expecting in tomorrow. Now, in terms of looking for entries for shorts, I mean, I don't really see anything super clear as daylight, right? Because we are just basically consolidating and going sideways. What we can do though, is that we can pull a Fibonacci retracement, right, from this high all the way down to the low to start seeing our fib levels. Okay, so we can see, okay, interesting. So we can see, guys, that the equilibrium, right, the 50% is actually lined up right above these highs. We have not touched the 50% yet of this range. So ideally, in order for me to be open and looking for shorts tomorrow, what would actually make sense is price coming up, right, making people go long. So what's that going to do? Build up liquidity to the downside, right? Create some more money so that the market can collect it on the way down, right? Inducing people to go buy, to take buys. We come up, tap EQ, maybe even come up into the golden pocket, right? The 0.618 Fibonacci. And then from here, we can start getting some reactions to go short. Guys, what is going on with this music? What is going on? So this is ideally what I would love to see on gold, right? So if we were to mark out a sell zone, this is where I would mark it, right? Between this area, 0.5, so 41019, and the golden pocket right here, sell zone. Oh man, this music is too much. Hello, you come to say hi to the stream. Hello. My dog came to say hi. Yeah, this is a little bit more calm. Hell yeah. Good vibes. So yeah, this would be my sell zone on gold, guys, to be looking for shorts tomorrow. Now, can we dump from here? Yes, we could, 100%. Right, we have also a 5-minute gap just here. Okay, we have this 5-minute gap which could deliver us lower, to be honest. But would we be interested in taking shorts? Me personally, I wouldn't. Because I typically don't like to go short whenever price is stuck in an accumulation range. Ideally, what we want to wait for is price to manipulate. So we want to break out, preferably to the upside, and then we can then catch the distribution lower, right? This is the classic AMD model. The 3 ways that the market moves: accumulation, manipulation, and then the distribution leg. If we're expecting price to go down, then the distribution should be lower. All right, so something like this, right? Price is accumulating, and then we come up, we manipulate, we get people to go long, right? People are thinking price is coming up, we get a liquidity sweep, change of character, and then we can come down and target these lower prices, right? Something like this would generally make sense, and what I would like to see on gold. And then obviously we can try catch some sells from up here. That would be amazing. Now, let's also do a bullish scenario. If overnight during, let me take a screenshot of this. And I'll put it into the group. Boom. And now let's do the bullish scenario. If we were to decide to break down to the downside first, okay, we have, well, this area here, right? This area here with a 15-minute fair value gap and New York lows. This potentially could be a area where we could get a bounce, right? Price could do something like this potentially, come down, tap into the 15, then we can come up, equilibrium, and then we can come down, right? That is a scenario. In that case, you know, there's no point in basically getting too worried about this, right? Whenever we on the charts, we're going to see where price is. This is just me speculating. And we could also basically just dump straight from here down to the previous daily low. Okay, and if we do that, if we come down straight to the previous daily low and to this 15-minute fair value gap, then this is where we're going to be looking for longs, right? And I'll be looking for longs all the way up to the top of the range, to the sell zone, and potentially even up higher. I do expect gold to have a bit of a bigger retracement. So if we do decide to dump down first, then I will be looking for some longs up to the 450 area, potentially even higher, up to 4100, right? But ideally, the short tomorrow is going to be the short from the sell zone down to these liquidity targets to take out the previous daily low. That would be the best. That would be the best sort of case. What session, bro? Sorry guys, I haven't kept up with the comments, my bad. Did you consider the low volume nodes as well, low resistance areas? Do you consider the low volume nodes on the volume profile as low resistance areas? What do you mean low resistance areas? You mean as a support zone and resistance zone, or you mean low resistance areas as in when the highs and lows, they're stacked together? Because that's the difference. Do you prop trade on gold? Yes, Smooch, I trade live and prop trade on gold. Themba, thank you for the follow. We'll go to 428 and then sell off hard. 428, yeah, that's around where I'm looking for some sells. Around this area, yeah. I'm looking personally at 420 to 426. That's currently where my sell zone is. What session, bro? There is no session right now. We're just charting up for tomorrow. 5 a.m. will be 4,000, HS says. Potentially, we might come down first. We'll have to see. The GOAT, what's up, George? How you doing, big dog? How you doing, brother? Thanks for joining the live stream. I will stay here, bro. Yeah, please stay here. Kolo, thank you for the follow. I just laid my relative 2K for learning and practicing like paper trade and then leveraging accounts. I just paid my relative 2K for learning and practicing like paper trade and then leveraging account. Are you trying to say that you opened a 2K on a paper trade? Is that what you're trying to say? You opened up a 2K demo account? Or did you lose 2K to the market? You think it's a bad idea because he has students who make well above that and he says I'll make it back? I just laid my relative 2K for learning and practicing like paper trade and then leveraging accounts? Meanie, what are you on about? You paid someone 2K? What? Who are you paying 2K? What are you talking about? I'm super confused of what you're talking about. So that's basically it, guys. On gold, let's mark these out clearly so that we can have these zones out for the Discord. So boom, and then boom. Right, sell zone right here. This could be our buy zone here, and then our second buy zone is going to be down here, right? This is ideally what I'm looking at as of right now, right? Hopefully we do get these shorts. It would make more sense. I would love to get the shorts, but if we decide to dump down during overnight session, then we will be looking for longs up higher. But as I said, we closed the daily candle pretty much in the middle between the daily high and the daily low. So we'll have to see where price wants to gravitate to. Ideally, the biggest thing that we want to be paying attention to, as I said at the beginning of the live stream, is this 4-hour fair value gap up here. Right? Currently, price is rejecting it. As long as we stay under here, I am expecting lower prices. But the moment that we close above the 4-hour fair value gap, which will mean that it's a 4-hour candlestick closure above 423, then I would expect price to push up higher. Okay, but as long as we stay down here, even if we come up quickly, we reject from ourselves when we come down, that's absolutely beautiful. Right? That's exactly what we want to see. And we'll just have to see, right? We'll just have to see how London session looks out tomorrow. We have no news this week, which is beautiful. You know, sometimes that is a little bit sketchy because it can basically give us some low volume on our trades. Ideally, we do like news coming in. Prola, thank you for the follow. AA, thank you for the follow. Oh my god, so many messages, Mini. Kolo, thank you. I just paid. You think it's a bad idea? I like 2K for learning the market. I'm leveraging. I like 2K for learning the market and practicing paper trade. And then he says later, and I'll get used to how the day trading process works, and then get to the real market so I can see how I perform and then make that money I gave him to teach me supposedly. Anyways, how does it all work? If you don't mind me asking, how much profit did you make off today? Mini, what is going on right now? What? I don't even know. You're speaking to me in English, but it's just like my brain is not braining with what you're trying to ask me here. What does my trade have to do with your 2K paper trade? I have no idea. I have no idea what you're trying to say. What is going on? Yeah, I'm so confused. Sometimes I'm wondering, are these people real? Is everyone in this live stream real? Are we living in a simulation? I mean, we are living in a simulation, but some of you guys, you shock me. You do shock me. But I do love and appreciate you guys. Thank you. Now on Nasdaq, let's see what we're expecting on Nasdaq coming into tomorrow. Okay, so this one is a little bit of a weird one, to be honest. I was expecting Nasdaq to come up into the previous daily high today, which we also have a daily fair value gap up here at 29063. However, price edged it. We edged it. We came so close to it, and for some reason we decided to not tap it. So I'm not completely forgetting about this zone. I do believe that we are going to want to come back up at some point. However, for right now, this is the zone on Nasdaq which I am most interested in, right? 28496. This buy zone right here is where I am most interested on Nasdaq to come down to, and potentially even get some longs targeting higher, right? Let's now see where the previous daily low and the previous daily high is going to be. Okay, interesting. The previous daily low is going to be here, and the previous daily high is going to be up here. Okay. Where is the weekly low? The weekly low is all the way down here. Okay, are we going to want to sell off to the weekly low straight from here? I mean, ideally, we didn't really use any fair value gaps as trampolines to take us lower. Price action is not really getting fueled much. I mean, we are pushing off this 4-hour bearish gap, I guess. We are pushing off this 4 hours, so maybe that might be enough fuel in order to take us down lower. Potentially, this could be the move that could take us down to the previous weekly low and even the 28220, which is the previous monthly low. That is a possibility. A bit closer there, mate. Bro, just allow it. Allow the face cam, brother. This is the only way that my live streams don't get restricted. So this is just how it's gonna have to be, bro. This is just how it's gonna have to be. You're gonna have to just look at, I try to zoom out as much as I can, but when I'm looking at the chart, I need to be zoomed in. I've got a tripod literally in front of my vision. It's the most uncomfortable thing in the world. I wish there was a way, but the phone is taking the front cam and it's taking the back cam, so this is why I'm leaning forward. But trying to make it up and personal, man. Trying to keep it personal. There we go. It's like you guys having a FaceTime call with me. When you're on FaceTime with someone, they're never fully in frame. It's always half zoomed in, and this is I'm on a FaceTime call to you guys, telling you what the market's gonna do. So on Nasdaqistan, ideally, right, we are expecting lower prices. So what do I see here which could be interesting? So we just inversed this 1 hour gap to the left of price, and we're also going to create a brand new 1 hour gap inside, right? Whenever price inverses a gap and then creates its own one, right, in the direction that price is going, that is some good confluence, right? So ideally, if price does decide to pull back into this area, some shorts down to the previous daily low, and then potentially even down to the buy zone could be very nice, right? Some short. Let's also see if we can pull up some other confluences. We have a 1 hour order block right here. literally just above here. So we have a 1 hour OB. Boom. Do we see any other? Okay, we do have also a 30-minute fair value gap right above here. Let's pull our Fibonacci retracement tool from this high to this low to see if we can stack up any other confluences. Okay, perfect. Well, we can see, okay, nice. So equilibrium is lining up inside of this 1 hour order block. We have the golden pocket 0.65, 0.618 within this 15-minute fair value gap, within this 15-minute order block. Okay, interesting. So let's do something like this. Let's mark out 2 sell zones. This area here, I really like, right? The 1 hour inverse plus the 1 hour fair value gap. That is a good combo. So let's mark that out as a first sell zone. And then if we don't hold this, hopefully we do push up higher. So this will be the next area up here, right? The 15-minute order block with the 0.618 fib and also the 786, this area up here. There we go. These are the areas that I would be interested in looking for shorts on Nasdaqistan tomorrow, taking us to the previous daily low. 28813 and 28763. I will post, for those of you guys that are in the Discord, in the live stream, I will be posting my charts in there. Okay, so you guys can have the analysis for yourself. I'm just trying to explain, why I'm getting these zones. So ideally, guys, tomorrow, well, I mean, in an hour or even in 30 minutes, I'm not quite sure when the daily candle closes, but we're going to leave the previous daily low right here. This is where I'm expecting Nasdaq to come and trade into tomorrow. So I will be bearish until this previous daily low is taken. Okay, that's going to be my bias. Get TikTok Studio on your Mac and screen share, and then you can use Facecam from phone camera. I used to use TikTok Studio on my laptop, brother, but I always used to get banned from it. And then apparently, if you start live streaming from your phone, then you don't get restrictions. And so far, it's been so good. So it doesn't really matter. I used to only go live on TikTok Studio using PC. And then for some reason, I always used to get flagged for reused content. I always used to get flagged for inactivity, even though I'm always speaking to the camera. It's ridiculous. But for some reason, with this method, it works. And then sometimes I have to just wave like this to make sure that I'm live. But this is it on Nasdaq, guys. I am going to be bearish until this previous daily low is going to be taken at 28,564. That's where I'm expecting Nasdaq to go tomorrow, even lower in my opinion, right? But this is the first target. This is the low-hanging fruit. Ideally, we're going to come up into this first sell zone, and then we can reject there. Or even better, we come up even higher, and that's going to give us a better entry, a better risk reward, a better stop loss placement, and that would be the ideal short. Right, let's mark these out. 28. Boom. There we go. There we go. Okay, awesome. 2 sell zones on Nasdaqistan, and then we have our buy zone here just in case we do decide to tank overnight. If we tank overnight, I would not be looking for buys at the previous daily low. I would honestly love for us to come down and tap into this sort of area here, right? Potentially, I mean, we could be looking for some buys. If we come here on the previous daily low, we then come up and we can take some longs targeting these sell zones. That could be a quick scalp, but ideally the bigger trade is going to be down move. Sky, thank you for the follow. Paul, thank you for the follow. Nusadua, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Comfort bots, yeah, so many bots, it's ridiculous. Tap. Yeah, thank you for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. 3.4k likes. You guys are the best. We've only been live streaming for like less than half an hour. Thank you so much. So yeah, guys, that's pretty simple, right? We did our analysis on gold, so you guys should be ready. At least, well, you should expect what I'm expecting on Nasdaq as well. And then on Bitcoin, as I said, for those of you guys that did miss it, I am expecting Bitcoin to come up, actually. Bitcoin does look very good for longs. I am expecting Bitcoin to come up to 67,491. I am currently in a small position on Bitcoin already, but I will be entering more tomorrow, right? I was literally waiting for this daily fair value gap to get inversed. The moment that we would have got a candlestick closure above this daily fair value gap, okay, right now it's a bearish one, right? So if we get a candlestick closure above it, it shows us that the buyers are currently stronger than the sellers, right? And meaning that price is potentially likely to keep pushing up. We had this beautiful buy zone marked out on Bitcoin that we marked out yesterday night in the live stream, and you can see price came down to it, tapped it absolutely perfectly, and then shot up. Okay, I managed to find my entry somewhere here this morning. Where is this? Where is this? Here. Discord. Let me move this into the chat. Crypto. Yeah, this is the trade. This is the trade that we marked out. This was the buy zone that we had on BTC. I was expecting price to come down into this area, and we did. We tapped it absolutely beautifully, and now, you know, I'm looking for the trade targeting 67,466. That's currently what I'm in. It's a little bit of a longer term position, but on Bitcoin, on crypto, we like to enter, you know, semi swings, not fully swing positions, just semi swing positions. What's the max profit you make in a single day? I trade demo account. I've been trading demo account for all my life. I don't know what money is. I've never experienced money in trading. It's a shame. Hopefully one day I will be able to make money from trading though. Just listen to what he's saying and learn, not pay for something you don't understand. Money. Yeah, facts, Maris. Don't be worried about stuff that doesn't concern you. You know, just be worried about how you're gonna make money, right? Don't be worried about how much I'm making money. As long as you're learning from what I'm telling you, which I'm not. I'm literally just showing you how to read the market. That's literally what I'm doing. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm more explaining how I'm reading the market, but trying to just simplify that in the easiest way possible. Because this is generally what I do, right? If I wasn't on live stream, this is what I would do. I would just do it on my own without people watching me. So I was just like, why not come on live stream and, you know, just basically verbal diarrhea what my thoughts are. Maybe some of you guys might actually pick up on what I'm saying, and that's how some of you have been enjoying the live streams and actually learning from it. So that's the beauty of it. That's really how you know something's going to work, right? Because, you know, if you're going to do something anyway, right, why not just show other people what you do, right? Just behind closed doors. So people actually, you know, they see that you're not just full of shit, because, you know, I'm on here every single day, you know, morning, afternoon, and sometimes even nighttime. So this is my job and this is what I love to do. So I just want to share that with you guys. I think that's pretty much it, to be honest. That's we've done a Nasdaq analysis. We have our buy zones and sell zones, so we're ready for tomorrow. Hopefully price doesn't go crazy overnight. Recently price has been doing madnesses over Asian session, but it is what it is. If we wake up in the morning and price is tapped into our sell zones or buy zones and gone without us, I guess it just wasn't our money to take. That's really the only mindset that you can have, right? When price goes on without you. People who follow me for a while, they always hear me say that if you miss a trade, it just wasn't your money to take. What are you going to do about it? Cry about it? No, you're not, right? You're just going to be able to trust yourself that you were able to do it once, so you're going to be able to do it again. It's as simple as that. So yeah, that just basically just allows you to detach from anything, right? It just allows you to detach from anything and just react to whatever the market gives and puts in front of you. That's the best thing that we can do as traders, is react with the way that with the setups that we are presented on the day. And hopefully gold gets out of this silly consolidation, right? That is just something that I don't really like to trade, is when price is just going sideways, because it's so easy to get stopped out, even though your direction might be right. You know, maybe some of you are potentially taking some really good trades, but you're just taking it when price is consolidating, and so you end up, you know, being hard on yourself, but you'd got the analysis right. It was just the conditions weren't the best, right? It's just, sometimes it's just noticing small details like that. So whenever price is stuck within a consolidation range like this, right, ideally we want to wait for price to break out of it, Okay, we would want price to come out of this consolidation and then see what happens at the areas at the top, right? If we hold, then we could potentially look for some higher prices. But if we end up coming up higher, we get a liquidity sweep, we start seeing some displacement coming down lower, changing market structure, then we know that this was just a fake move, and so we would be looking for some shorts down. Right? It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Tomorrow we have no news, so hopefully price action is going to be smooth. Today was a Monday no news. Usually Monday no news is a little bit sketchy, but Tuesday no news and Wednesday no news, usually much better price action, right? My favorite days to trade are Tuesday, Wednesdays and Thursdays. Mondays and Fridays are hit or miss. Statistically, Mondays are the biggest loss, like for me. I always typically lose on Mondays, except today we did catch a W, which was very nice. On gold, this was the trade that we took in the group. Absolutely beautiful. Literally entered, hit TP in, I think it was like 2 minutes. It was insane trade. As always, you know, we, at first, this is the biggest, this is a good learning lesson for you guys in here, right? Because at the start of the day on gold, I was looking for shorts. On gold, I was looking for shorts. I was wanting for us to come up to here, and then I was going to be looking for shorts down. However, we never got the entry that I wanted. Okay, these were the levels that I was looking for to enter short on gold. I was targeting the 4002 level today. However, price ended up dumping straight from here, and we didn't end up retracing up to our zones. So, you know, what did I do? Did I panic? No, I just stayed patient. Did I chase price to go short? No, right? I just stayed patient and I waited to see what the market did. And then I actually realized that after hitting this 402 level, price decided to start rejecting. So I was like, okay, potentially I'm going to be interested into looking for some longs up to 4117, which was a 1 hour fair value gap, which was where we were originally looking for shorts beforehand. So this was the idea for the long. I tell people that I am waiting for this 3-minute inverse in order to get in. Once we get the 3-minute inverse, I tell people stop loss 404, calculate your risk like I showed you, because I made a tutorial in the Discord group explaining how to calculate your risk with MT5, because so many people in the group were like, what, you can calculate your risk? I thought that every single time you enter the trade, you only use the same lot size. And I'm like, no, of course not. Right? That's what these signal groups try to tell you, that you need to enter the trades with a single sized lot size all the time. But the lot size changes every time. It changes depending on how big your stop loss is. You know, it changes on the day-to-day trade. It changes depending on how much capital you have. So you shouldn't be trading with a fixed lot size. So I made a video about that explaining. I told people that I was in before the candle closed as well, so they had time to get in, right? I'm not going to just tell people to get in when the move has already happened. I told people don't full port, use risk management. It's a Monday, TP4 117, and then final TP 421, which you never ended up hitting. We came so close to it, but we never ended up hitting it, unfortunately. But it was still a good trade. And then I told everyone to take 60% of their position here, and that your SL should be a break even for gold. We ended up hitting TP1, and then we came back down to hit our break even. And that was it, really. Just a small quick trade. 2 minutes trade. That's sometimes all you need, guys, in the market. Just 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes, and then you made your money and you can step off. After that, I went to go play paddle. I had a nice little game and it was amazing, right? That's the freedom that trading can give you. You just need to put in the time beforehand to lock in. That's basically as simple as it is. And that's pretty much it, guys, to be honest. There's no point in giving you guys any excess information. Let me send these into the Discord group before I forget. Let me actually zoom in into this. Boom. I'm expecting potential sells right now. Boom. Or even from up here, right? On Nasdaqistan. And this is really the difference, guys, is that this is not a signals group, right? If you're looking for some get rich quick group where you can just get in, make some quick money, and then say adios and go on holiday, like, unfortunately, that's just not how I like to run things. Obviously, the trades are a bonus, right? Trading is my job. right? So when I make money, I post everything transparently in the group. So when I make money, people in the group make money. But the goal of this is an educational group, right? I just try to basically show you the ways that you can become consistent, and I can promise you that from joining, you will become a better trader than you were when you first joined, right? Because you will learn how to manage your risk, you will learn how to be consistent. We have the coaching calls, so you can ask me any questions that you want, and all of this for free as well. I find absolutely ridiculous how people, you know, are still debating whether to join or not when, you know, it literally costs them absolutely nothing. But, you know, people just believe that everything is a scam nowadays. It's quite unfortunate. You know, they see me on live stream every single day. They see me put in the work, and then they still hesitant, and they see themselves blowing accounts left, right, and center. And then, no, they prefer following some guy on TikTok live that is just flexing his Rolex and flexing his Lambos, instead of someone who's generally coming on live and teaching people how to trade every single day. Like, it's people's perception of what's real and what's not, and what's a scam and what's not, is just completely fucked. It's completely fucked. Nasdaq sell zones, right? So before entering the trade, right, it's not just some buy or sell now, right? It's me telling you guys the night before, this is what I'm expecting, right? This is what I want to happen. I want Nasdaq to come up to this area and then sell off. Why am I looking for this? Because we have a fair value gap here, we have an order block here, we have the Fibonacci here, right? If we come down first, then I'll be looking for longs up, right? If you miss the trade, it's okay, we'll be able to find another one, right? All these things building you into the mindset so you can trade on your own. That's the deal. That's the goal, is for you guys to develop trading for your own, not relying on some guy on TikTok, not relying on me. Because, you know, if something, God forbid, was to happen to me one day, what would you guys be doing? You'd be cooked, right? So you want to develop the skill for yourself. Nasdaq sell zones. Nasdaq sell zones. If my internet actually wants to work. And then if we decide to pump down first, these would be my buy zones. I only have one buy zone, to be honest. I only have one buy zone. I guess we can also mark this, because potentially we could get a reaction from the previous daily low if we do decide to come down first tonight. So this could be a potential buy zone area, right? For example, if we come down to the previous daily low first, like, and then we can potentially look for some longs targeting these sell zones, right? And then overall later in the day, price then comes down. That still is a scenario. So we're gonna set a buy zone here. Now, is this a strong buy zone? No, because we only have the previous daily low and some liquidity. So would I sell my house to enter this trade? Hell no, right? But can we get a bounce from this area? Yes, 100%. And could it be a valid trade? Yes, 100%. Right? There we go. Everyone, Nas, buy zones. Okay, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, I'm gonna head to bed. It's like 1 a.m. here, but I appreciate every single one of you to pay attention and for listening to me tonight. Hope you guys learned something. If I was just able to help one of you with your trading or with your analysis, that's a W for me. Obviously, I cannot please everyone. All of you guys in here have a different style of trading, but if I can speak to just one person, then that makes my day. How can I join, bro? I think there should be a message somewhere on this TikTok chat. I think there's the contact me. If you're trading on Vantage or PU, you just contact me, or there is the little button at the bottom next to the type. You can just send me a message from there. I will reply to you after the live stream. Oh my God, so many followers. Fab, thank you. Big, thank you. A, thank you. Sorry guys, I wasn't too focused on the chats today. But I was just trying to get the analysis out for you because I realized that it's late. So thank you for all the comments and stuff. I appreciate it. Man, gold was moving like an LGBTQ trans woman today. It was moving like some HDMI, mate. Moving like some HDMI, LGBTQ HDMI cable. So annoying, what the hell? For real. Fab, thank you for the follow, G. Sell zone time for shorting. I believe so, yeah. I do believe that Nasdaq wants to come down to the previous daily low tomorrow. So I will be hopefully getting shorts from one of these two sell zones. That's ideally where I would like for price to come down to. So take a screenshot of this if you guys are not in the Discord and you don't want to join, even though it's completely free, but some reason you guys still don't want to join. Take a screenshot of this, and we will obviously go through this tomorrow in the live stream in London session as well and see what price does overnight. Send me a message, bro. Either the contact me on the actual TikTok, just press the contact me if you have a PU Prime or Vantage account, or press the little thing next to the type where you type a message. There should be a little arrow, like a yellow arrow in a box. Is supply and demand good? I think any strategy is good, brother. I think any way of trading is good, as long as it's a profitable system. I think people always like to hate on other people's way of trading, but we're all just trying to reach the same goal, right? So if support and resistance works, if trading with trend lines works for you, if supply and demand works, if ICT works, whatever works for you, G, basically. Because at the end of the day, people will like to blame that strategy because that's the easiest thing, because there's something that they can't control. However, most of the time, you are the issue. It's not your strategy, brother, right? So if you have picked a good strategy that other traders are making money from it and you somehow still can't make money from it, it's because you're the problem, brother. It's not your strategy, right? People just like to always blame external things because it doesn't make them have accountability and make them realize that they are the issue. And most of the time, you are the issue. So you need to either fix your psychology, you need to fix how emotional you are when it comes to entering trades, right? Are you moving your stop loss when price is coming down, right? Are you removing your stop loss? Are you even setting a stop loss, right? Are you moving your take profit when price is about to hit TP because you think that you can make more money and this might be the home run, right? This might be the big trade. Oh, this is going to be my big break. Oh my God, imagine this trade hits full TPs. Imagine we keep coming up from here. I would make so much money. Oh my goodness. Let me just remove my take profit and let me just not follow my plan and just hope. And then you wonder why price comes back down to your entry and then stops you out. And then you start getting upset with yourself and start telling yourself you can't trade. You know, it's all psychological games. It's all psychological games. You need to have a set risk. You need to have a set take profit area. You need to have a set stop loss area. And you need to be disciplined with it. That's it. Right? I made a video today on my page explaining one of my biggest struggles in trading was getting stuck in the break-even stage, right? I don't know how many of you on this live stream have also experienced the break-even stage, but that was a brutal stage for me. Like, I knew how to trade, I knew how to read the market, but somehow my P&L was getting stuck, man. Like, somehow I could not end the month plus or end the week plus, right? It was insane. Like, I would take beautiful trades and then somehow I would just take these little shitty trades, and these little trades would basically chip out most of my profits from the big setups that I would take, right? The big winning trades. And then at the end of the month, I would always end up with nothing in my pocket. It was the most depressing thing. And I was thinking, like, what is wrong? And really, the only thing that I realized is I just needed to eliminate these little small shit trades that I was taking and only be happy with the bigger trades that I was taking. And that was it. I just cut out all the tiny little mistakes. And, you know, my P&L slowly started to become more consistent. I slowly started to become and, you know, bring some more money out of the markets, right? Because I was just being patient and I wasn't being reactive. Word, for real. For real. Yo, Spiky, what's up, Big Blue? Blue Jerry, what's up, big dog? Kutubia, thank you for the follow. 12 BDM, thank you. Can I see your gold chart again? Yes, brother. Yes, brother, you can see my gold chart again. Take a screenshot of this if you would like. Right, obviously this is not set in stone, guys, by the way. For those of you guys taking screenshots and then, you know, we wake up tomorrow and then you're like, this price didn't come here. Spiky's buy zone and sell zone is shit. Look, price didn't even react from it. Look, brother, These are just zones on the chart where I'm potentially going to be interested in taking a trade. Doesn't mean that I'm going to be setting limits here and executing the minute that price taps into it, right? That's not how it works. So if price comes into our sell zone or buy zones and we get no reaction, then guess what? No trade. It's as simple as that, right? But these are the highest probability areas on the chart where I feel personally would be the best way to be entering positions, right? That's what these zones are for. Because I get messages sometimes that the buy zone that you marked out in the live stream yesterday, price came into it and we didn't even get a reaction. I'm like, all right, cheers, brother. Cheers, brother. That's literally, you know, I said that multiple times in the live stream that I wasn't going to be entering straight away. So just to clarify. Thank you for all the stickers, Anna. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing the live, F. Yo, Big Blue Jerry, are you still in here, brother? You said yo and I said yo back, but you haven't said anything after that. You haven't said anything after that, big dog. But anyways, guys, if you're new here, I go live every single day, London session and New York session. So like up the bloody page, man. Who else is out here doing this, putting in the work for you guys at 1 a.m., you know, showing you guys how to read the market, being here every single day for you, right? There is no one out here really on TikTok doing this stuff. Everyone is out here just flexing fake profits, just pretending like they have the money when I'm not trying to prove anything, right? I'm just coming on to live stream and I just talk purely trading. That's it. And I make you guys, and I tell you guys, I am still on the journey, right? I don't have the Lambo in the park garage yet, but I have been doing this shit for 5 years now. So I know how to read the bloody charts and I am working on myself every single day. So I want to share that with you guys. That is why I come on live stream. Not to prove that I'm someone that I'm not, just to be authentically me and share the knowledge that I've gained over the years. That's it. That's it. And with that being said, lots of love, guys. Have a good night, and I will see you. I will see you when I see you. Potentially, well, not potentially. I will see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. How do I end this fucking live? Right here. Good night, guys. Lots of love. Lots of love. Lots of love. Thank you, Anna. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.